A lot of Web3 is actually bullshit, and I'm going to tell you why. So I go to a lot of quote unquote Web3 events where people hawk their projects or, try to promote their new platform that they're planning. But, when you start to ask them about what they're working on and they really get into the nitty gritty, sometimes, I would say most of the time, they seem to miss the fundamental point of Web3. Web3, or the biggest thing that's separating Web3 from Web 2.0, is giving people power over their data. And a lot of these projects, a lot of these backend blockchain servers, what have you, are super centralized. And what is the point there? So let me give you an example. If you have a blockchain project that has a private blockchain, meaning that sure there's nodes, sure it's decentralized in theory, but if your company or your entity or whoever is developing your product is the only one in control, it's the only thing in control of the transactions, then you essentially have a Web 2.0 product, regardless if there's an immutable ledger, because immutable ledgers have been around since computers, honestly. So, why does this matter? Because in Web 2.0 and Web 3.0, with Web 2.0, the majority of the web is controlled by a handful of central authorities, namely Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Cloud, right? So when you take that infrastructure, decentralize the power through the form of cryptocurrency, proof of stake, proof of work, whatever, what have you, then that's when you get true Web3, because that product or whatever cannot be taken away by these entities that basically control the internet. With that being said, then you actually have true ownership, because your data can only be housed and owned by you. Granted, hopefully you have the private key to your wallet. And the wallet is a huge part of this, because the wallet, remember, is the window to the blockchain. And it's your wallet because only you have access to it, hopefully because you have your private key. But then when you have a company that doesn't give you access to your private key and they are holding it for you, which is exactly what they're doing, is holding your crypto for you, you do not have ownership over those digital products. The same with NFTs. If you're launching an NFT platform where the NFTs are stored securely on the app, but you're not giving your user the option, the power to send those digital assets elsewhere, therefore you are holding their assets hostage, you, my friend, are developing for the world of Web 2.0. Web 3.0 is all about decentralization and control. I would argue that the decentralization of power is the most important part of the Web3 experience. It doesn't matter if there's a limited amount of tokens. It doesn't matter even if there's a blockchain. The blockchain must be open, it must be public, and the power must be distributed. Thank you. That is what Web3 is in a nutshell. Web 2.0, complete opposite. To backtrack, Web 2.0, complete opposite. Couple of entities having control over your data, right? Keyword is your, selling your data to third parties so that you can get tailored ads, but you get to participate in none of the financial upside of your data. Web3 changes all that. You get rewarded for interacting with certain platforms, and the reward is actually yours because it's sent in the form of cryptocurrency or whatever, what have you. So yeah, Web3 is transitioning us back to what the internet was supposed to be, right? Controlled by people. But back then, it wasn't really economically feasible for a lot of people to have their own servers in their garages. But now we can do so because computing is way cheaper. So yeah, that's my little rant. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know any company, two companies that are claiming to be Web3 companies or products. Um, Web3 is super important as long as it is marketed correctly and people know the difference between a Web3 and a fake Web3 company. So, yeah, I would love to know your thoughts. Peace.